guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Nkazimolo. Welcome. And guys, I just want to say thank you to each and one of you who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate your support, guys. And remember, guys, we are on the way to 500 subscribers. Please keep on subscribing, sharing my videos. So in today's video, I'll be talking to you about the assumptions people they have about Zimbabweans. But before I do that, I just want to talk to some people who commented on my other video. Some people, they saying that I'm lying, and I'm saying what I think. I wasn't lying. I was just sharing my experience. My experience and your experience, sometimes they might not be the same. And my reality and your reality, my life, your life, they are not the same, and they will never be the same. So you can say that I'm lying. So guys, without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. Number one is most people, they think that Zimbabweans are poor. We are not poor, guys. It's only that we don't have stable currency and our economy is not stable for now, but we are not poor. I believe each and every country, it has its high status people, middle class and lower class, and those people who cannot afford things for themselves, who rely on other people or the government. Let's take for example, USA is a rich country, but still there are people who are homeless, there are people in the street, but that one doesn't mean that the country is not rich. The country still is rich. I believe the same thing that is happening even in Zimbabwe.
Last week I heard somebody asking me,
do you watch television in Zimbabwe? I was like, how can you ask me something like that? And he said, I heard you guys, you don't have electricity. Electricity comes and go. I was like, yeah, it happens, but it doesn't mean that we don't watch television. Guys, there are people who afford generators, who afford solar panels. So if there is no electricity, they'll be able to provide light for themselves. They'll be able to listen to music, watch television, to do many things using generator or a solar panel. And number two is that most people, they think that all Zimbabweans are border jumpers. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not denying the fact that there are other people who don't have papers. I'm not denying that. The only thing that I'm denying is that they are saying that all of us don't have papers. Some of us have papers and some of us we don't have papers. So you can't say that we don't have papers. We do have papers. And number three is that most people or Batswana, like, as for me, I'm here in Batswana, that Zimbabweans wants citizenship. I don't know for others, but as for me, I don't want the citizenship. I'm just fine to be a Zimbabwean. I'm proud to be a Zimbabwean, and I don't wish to change my nationality to another country. Except you never know, maybe the time that I'll get married, I don't know who's going to marry me, right? So I'm not going to say that I will never change my nationality. But as far as I'm concerned, I won't change my nationality just because of the situation back at home. No, I'm fine. I'm proud to be a Zimbabwean. I don't want to change. I don't want to change. And another thing that people, they don't understand is that, like, when you want to change your citizenship here in Batswana, there are some rules and regulations you need to follow. You just can't just change like overnight and then you change. No, it takes time. You need to be assessed in some of the things like that. So it can't just happen overnight. And as for me, I don't need to change my nationality. And number four, that most Batswana, they think that everyone who's from Zimbabwe speaks Shona. As for me, guys, I do understand Shona. I understand each and every word of Shona, but I cannot speak or write nor read. I can't pronounce the language properly, so I just avoid it there. And the other thing is that, as for me, like, I grew up in a home village where I used to speak in Ndebele 24/7. So even though we used to interact with people who speak Shona, so most of the time they'll be forced to speak Ndebele because they'll be like on Ndebele side, and there are those old ladies who cannot understand Shona, so they'll be forced to speak Ndebele, or they'll still communicate with their own languages, but us will be replying to them with our own languages. So you can't expect me like to speak Shona. I do understand, but I cannot speak Shona. And number five, most people, they say that Zimbabweans don't bath. We do bath, guys. We do bath like everyone. We do bath. I feel like most people, they expect Zimbabweans to be always clean, always on point. Yeah, I get it, guys, I get it, but there's something that you need to consider is you need to consider where you are. You can't expect to find somebody who's doing to go to a garage where they do mechanics to find somebody who's clean. It's impossible, because those people, they work with greasy oil. Obvious oil and grease, it catches dust, so you find those people dead. And some of them, they'll be sleeping under the cars. The time that they'll be under the cars, the oil will be dripping all over their clothes or their body, so you'll find them dirty. And some people, they say that we do smell bad. And each and every person, he has their natural scent. If you sweat, you smell that, you smell that scent. You can't compare somebody who's working under the air cons with somebody who works under the sun. They will not smell the same, no matter what. Is that people, once they hear that you are a Zimbabwean, they expect you to speak fluent English, good English, without errors, without what. That's impossible, guys. I know that there are those people who speak English without errors. I know that, but we cannot expect all of us to be good. Like some of us. As for me, I grew up in a village. We used to speak in the 24/7. So I had to change to English the time that I came to Botswana, because I couldn't understand the language. The only language that I could understand or hear was English. So I was forced to keep on practicing, to keep on speaking English. Even today, I'm not yet good, but I'm still learning. So you can't expect me to be fluently, to be that's impossible. I'm still learning, right? I'm still learning. So you can't expect me to speak fluent English without errors, without what? No. It's going to be hard. And number 7, this one is for men or guys or boys. Most men, once they hear that you are a foreigner and they have interest in you, they think that by just bringing the citizen thing up, we are going to agree to date them. They'll be telling you that I love you and I'll marry you. After I marry you, you have these benefits and what. As for me, guys, personally for me, that one alone, it's a red flag. I don't date somebody who comes to me and break, or just come to me and tell me that if you date me, you're going to gain this, you're going to gain this. I don't want somebody like that. I just want to love you for who you are. Not because I'm going to get this. No. I don't know for other people, but as for me, Tota, it's a no. And another thing about the thing that once you get married, you have the citizenship. I don't think it's true. Once you get married, they wait. They'll wait. You don't just get the citizenship, but there and there. You wait, and then they assess you. Because most of the people nowadays, they get married just to have because you'll be told, or you'll be told that once you get married to me, you get this. Obviously, if you're like that person, you get married and then you get your omang. After that, you divorce that person. So nowadays, they wait, they assess you to make sure that you are sure you want to get married to this person, not because of the benefits. We need to keep that in mind. Mostly people, they say that Zimbabweans are tough or are hard or something guys, we are not tough, we are not hard. It's only that we are hard workers. There's nothing that we cannot do. We can't just sit down and then wait for the handouts. We can't do that. We need to work. If you you just sit there the whole day not doing anything, it means you're not going to be able to feed yourself, to feed your family, or to provide the roof for yourself. So you'll be forced to work, even though there are works that are hard, but you'll be forced to do them just because you want to survive, you want to live. It's not that we are hard workers or we are tough. We are not tough. Even as we are just like other people. It's on that we make sacrifices. We make sacrifices to make a living or to keep on living. But the thing that we are never told, we just learned to to keep on moving. We never complain, we never what. Even though when somebody abuses you, that's something that you don't like, you never complain, because what you know what you want. You're not there to be treated good, you're not there to be to be comforted. You're just there for one thing that you want. That's it guys for today's video. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. If you found this video interesting, please hit that like button and don't forget to share.